Good morning sa lahat. Tara, basa na tayo ng ating libro guys. The Word in Other Words, Bible Diary 2023. 18 May 2025. Nandito na tayo sa page ng 6 June, Tuesday, St. Norbert, 9th week in Ordinary Time. That green is last white, peace is 1. Basa na tayo. The Word first reading, Tobit chapter 2, verse 9 to verse 14. Pero di ko alam kung mayroon ito sa version ng Bible nyo guys. Kasi sa aking King James wala eh. Okay, sundan nyo na lang, anuhan nyo na lang ako ng basa. Diyan na lang sa video kayo mag-ano. First reading, Tobit chapter 2, verse 9 to verse 14. That same night, I bathed and went to sleep next to the wall of my courtyard. Because of the heat, I left my face uncovered. I did not know there were birds perched on the wall above me, till their warm droppings settled in my eyes, causing cataracts. I went to see some doctors for a cure, but the more they anointed my eyes with various salves, the worse the cataracts became, until I could see no more. For 4 years I was deprived of eyesight, and all my kinsmen were grieved at my condition. Ahikar, however, took care of me for 2 years, until he left for Elimis. At that time my wife Anna worked for her at weaving cloth, the kind of work women do. When she sent back the goods to their owners, they would pay her. Late in winter, she finished the clothes and sent it back to the owners. They paid her the full salary and also gave her a young goat for the table. On entering my house, the goat began to bleat. I called to my wife and said, "Where did this goat come from? Perhaps it was stolen. Give it back to its owners. We have no right to eat stolen food." But she said to me, "It was given to me as a bonus over and above my wages." Yet I would not believe her and told her to give it back to its owners. I became very angry with her over this. So she retorted, "Where are your charitable deeds now? Where are your virtuous acts? See, your true character is finally showing itself." So wala siyang tiwala sa asawa niya. ayaw niya maniwala sa sinasabi ng asawa niya. Gospel reading, Mark chapter 12, verse 13 to verse 17. At the time, the chief priests and the scribes and the elders sent to Jesus some Pharisees and Herodians to ensnare him in his speech. They came and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are a truthful man, and that you are not concerned with anyone's opinion. You do not regard a person's status, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it lawful to pay the census tax to Caesar or not? Should we pay or should we not pay?" Knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, "Why are you testing me? Bring me a denarius to look at." They brought one to him, and he said to them, "Whose image and inscription is this?" They replied to him, "Caesar's." So Jesus said to them, "Repay to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God." They were utterly amazed at him. So magbayad tayo guys ng tamang tax. Kasi nandito rin mismo yan sa Bible. In other words, by Father Anthony S. Salas, SVD Das, SVD Agusan, the Surigao District. Jesus' response to those who wanted to trick him regarding the payment of taxes recognizes that both humanity and divinity are important. Render to Caesar what is due to Caesar, and render to God what is due to God. This could very well be a model for our own spiritual journey. A life, diba, napakagastos natin. Magbibigay na tayo ng tax sa gobyerno, magbibigay rin tayo ng tax kay Father God. Yung tax sa kay Father God, yun yung 10% guys. Pero lagi ko nga sinasabi, ang tamang computin nyo muna lahat ng gastos nyo bago kayo magbigay ng 20%. Kasi, diba yung salary natin is deducted na nga sa di wala nang matira pagka lahat ibibigay na natin sa tax. Diba? So, dapat computin nyo muna yung mga gastusin nyo bago kayo magbigay ng 10%. Kasi sinong magbabayad ng mga bayarin nyo guys kung ibibigay nyo lahat sa simbahan? Ulitin ko na nga lang. Render to Caesar what is due to Caesar, and render to God what is due to God. This could very well be a model, for our own spiritual journey, a life of exclusive dichotomy between what is material and what is spiritual, worldly, and heavenly is a reality that some of us live by. Jesus, being fully human and fully divine, showed us that our journey towards heaven takes the road of our human nature. Basta ako, Father God, ayaw ko ng second life. Tama na yung paghihirap natin dito sa earth. Dito sa sanlibutan, tama na yung buhay natin dito. Through our, kasi dito nga sa, guys, ang dami nating, hirap, diba? Tapos, mapupunta pa tayo sa dagat-dagatang apoy, kaya ayaw ko ng second life. Mapasok ka nga lang, ang sakit-sakit na eh. Lalo pa yung itatambog ka dyan sa lawa ng apoy. Okay. Through our, nakalagay kasi dito, a life of exclusive dichotomy between what is material and what is spiritual, worldly and heavenly, is a reality that some of us live by. Jesus, being fully human and fully divine, showed us that our journey towards heaven takes the route of our human nature. Through our humanity, we struggle and deal with our human limitations. However, it is not the realization nor the discovery of our human imperfections that we are after. Rather, as we struggle to improve ourselves, we open up this human frailty to the grace and mercy of God, and thus slowly become more like Jesus in our self-giving and service to others. Yes, we are called to live our lives to the full, yet recognizing that the fullness of this life can only happen if God is part of it. Okay, hanggang dito na lang, guys. Bye everyone. God bless us.